Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hutch. With me, as always, are my co-hosts Mateo and Julius, and this is the Tap In. First off, I would like to apologize for not having an episode last week because a couple of people, not me, were flagging, and we weren't able to do an episode last week, but we're doing one today, and going forward, we should be doing a podcast It'll be out every Monday. We'll be filming on Sundays, but it'll be out on Mondays. So hope that's fine. Well, shoot, it's going to have to be okay with y'all. So on the schedule this week, we'll have a recap of the Champions League, and then we will move on to the Premier League. So it'll be a pretty straightforward episode. So this week was the game of the week, I'd say, match of the week, if it were. It was Barcelona versus PSG. Now, I didn't watch it, so y'all gonna have to give me hip, man. Was it a good match? Was it not a good match? What was going on? Mateo, you were pretty into it earlier.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a really good match. PSG, Barcelona playing at Barcelona. I guess it's a little bit of an upset, but not really. You know, the champions coming through and defending their title, per se. I had a friend out there, so I was a little jealous that she was able to see that live, and I was watching it off of my iPhone, but it is what it is. But yeah, looked. I think Barcelona started off strong. I think they did the first goal. And Lamine Jamal coming back from an injury looked pretty solid. Missed a free kick, pretty wide, but it's understandable, and yeah, always in good form. But again, defensively very solid. PSG holding their own, not allowing any big chances to go through. So overall, a really good performance from PSG. So.
Wait, was PSG hurt? Because I heard that they had a few injuries on their squad.
Yeah, so they it's fair to say that some going in, PSG was looking not as robust perhaps as Barcelona, but they had, let's see, who was out. I think Dembele for sure was out.
Scalia.
Yep.
The other winger.
Right.
Desiree Doué.
Yeah, João Neves, Marquinhos. So a little bit on the lighter side, a lot of big hitters that definitely could have made a difference. But still has a great form. They have a lot of Nuno Nieves and Hakimi out there, and yeah, obviously they have a lot of talent on that team.
Okay, so even though they had these injuries and they didn't even have Dembele, everybody expects them to win it again, y'all think? Julius, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think they definitely hit their pinnacle. They reached the mountaintop that the PSG project had kind of been gearing up for over a decade, because I mean, they had the whole Ibrahimovic era where he was there with Cavani and they were trying to win the Champions League, never happened. Then they had the Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar era, still couldn't get it done. So I mean, we've seen this in the past where a team finally reaches their goal, and sometimes there is a dip. Now they were able to overcome Barcelona in this game. But the reality is that I think both of these teams, even though it's the matchup we wanted to see last year, but it didn't happen because Barcelona lost to Inter Milan, who eventually made it to the final. I think both of these teams are probably still gearing up and just getting their feet wet in the Champions League so far. Bear in mind, it's only the second match day, so they're probably going to look better and better as the competition goes along. And last year, for example, PSG didn't look that hot in this league phase. It wasn't really until the knockout started in January that they really started to hit their stride and they really became giant beaters. So if they're going to win again, I don't I can't say 100%. I don't think they're the favorites. I'll put it like that. I don't think they are.
Who do you think
Who do you
is
think is the favorite?
Yeah.
It's kind of an open field right now. I feel like Bayern look incredible.
Yes.
Harry Kane is in. I mean, we've seen this before where he gets hot and just goes on a streak. But
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
Felipe, Luis Diaz.
yeah. They have a couple of new attacking reinforcements, and they just look imperious. Honestly, Real Madrid are always alive in this competition, even though their league form is suffering. Right now maybe we can touch on that later, but the reality is they always have something to say in this competition. Barcelona are an extremely young team. They could, maybe start putting pieces together similar to how PSG did last year, and they could make a late run. And don't count out any of the English teams. Chelsea are in there for the first time in a long time. They won. I mean, no, for real though.
I know. I agree with you.
I was going for PSG in the Club World Cup. We talked about it, but Chelsea also are giant killers. So it's possible. Arsenal. It's only a matter of time before they make it happen in one of their competitions. Liverpool, maybe. Are they slipping now?
Yes.
Second carry on? I don't know. And Man City, I don't think we're there yet, but we could show up in one competition and not the other. It's possible.
Anything is possible with that kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened? What was going on with Liverpool? Didn't they lost to, what is it, Galatasaray? I don't know if that's how you
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of a shocker. I didn't know. I don't know if y'all watched that, but they're kind of on a losing streak. So I don't know what's going on there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, did you catch any of this game, Mateo?
Not a whole lot. Just kind of a few of the highlights. I know that defensively, they were kind of both pretty equivalent. I believe the goal from Galatasaray was a PK.
It was.
So aside from that, there was a really strong chance that there was a draw that could have come of it. I think the biggest thing from that match is, the questions that came from Liverpool from form. Should the likes of Ekitike and Wirtz and should they be having this hard of a time with Galatasaray? Not saying that they're not a great team, but there's a lot of big names, a lot of big money spent on Liverpool. So to see that, not just a loss, but such a kind of deflated loss, is definitely something that I think Arnie has to answer for a little bit. But that being said, sometimes even big teams, they have their rough patches. They're working things out, maybe that they're trying to do a little differently. So who knows? It could just be a small bump in the road. But obviously the one of kind of the biggest things that came of that is the injury to Allison, and I think Ekitike had a bit of a knock, so he wasn't able to start later on in the week. So it's also a big impact. Allison's in the top, probably one of the best goalkeepers in the entire world. Ekitike is ultimately, I think, Liverpool's best player, if I had to say, currently, creating great chances, scoring great goals. So big losses to the team.
Are there any underdogs that you guys like? Teams that people might not expect might make it far. I know Marseille has been making waves. It wasn't in the Champions League, but they did beat PSG in League One. I think they beat them bad too. I think it was like 4-0 or something like that.
What?
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you might be right.
No, I haven't followed that one.
Yeah, let me look into that real quick. Because I remember.
Was it against Ajax? Yeah.
No, it wasn't a beat. It wasn't a beat down, but they did beat PSG 1-0. They beat
for the Champions League, or you're talking regular? Oh yeah, League One. Yeah. No, I see that they also beat Ajax 4-0, which is huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marseille's maybe they're the team to beat this year.
Because they did give what was it, Real Madrid a run for their money, which a lot of people would argue they should have won that game.
Oh yeah.
Real didn't get that BS handball. So I think I know I'm answering my own question, but I like Marseille.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be one of those dark horses that show up later in the competition and hit a run. Who knows? I mean, we've seen teams out of France kind of pop up out of nowhere. Monaco did it a long time ago, and that's how we discovered Mbappe, and that's how we discovered Bernardo Silva. Like, talent exists all over the world, so it's only a matter of time for a sleeping giant and an old historical club in one of these other leagues to pop off and really take the world by storm. It's possible.
I hope it's possible. I need some of these teams not to think too big of themselves. I need them getting knocked out of the picks. I just like new people winning. I don't know if that's
yeah. I love an underdog story. I really do.
So,
so
Marseille,
buddy, I was watching that. I don't know, that team out of Kazakhstan. I think that Real Madrid was playing, and I was really hoping for them to win. Yeah, and they held their. Honestly, the first half they held their own. I think it was 1-0 for the first half. And then unfortunately Mbappe did Mbappe things, and it is what it is. But yeah, I was really hoping for that. I was rooting for them hard, man. I think I placed a bet on them too. I think I lost a cookie.
Oh, damn.
You must be allergic to money.
Well, it was pastries. It was baked goods.
Oh, okay.
I'm not at betting money yet. I'm a little nervous.
Hey, shoot. I bet money all day long. Not all day long. Let's relax. I'm not an addict, but I will put down some money. I think it was a couple years ago. I used to put the 8-leg parlays on soccer matches that was happening.
How far did you get at any of them?
I know Juventus lost the game to somebody. I did not remember who, and it was the last leg. It would be late at night, and I'd be laying in bed, and I put down like $10 on 9 teams in Europe. Some of them I didn't even know. I didn't care, bro. I was just like, let's see if I can hit, see if I can make magic happen, because it happened to me before, but Juventus sold me. I would have won like $450.
Oh, wow. Out of 10?
Oh, yeah.
On a 10.
Damn.
Because it was some teams in Kazakhstan or wherever, and there was like plus 5, plus a lot. And I was like, well, give it to me. Hey, man, if you need somebody to bet money for you, I'm your guy. I don't know.
Listen, I think it doesn't count. It doesn't count to give a proxy, right?
Hey, might not, because look, this is off track, but I think one time I was laying in bed and I was on my phone. I was going to bet $5. I just didn't know on what. And I look, and it's the Overwatch, like, Overwatch championships.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, I have no idea who any of these players are. They're just like, is this player going to get more than 35 headshots, or is this guy going to get this many assists? And I was like, I don't know what any of this means, but I'm going to choose him, and him. I woke up, I won $60. I was like, let's go.
Oh, no, Overwatch is the thing, man. I think now it's Marvel Rivals, but
yeah,
I think Overwatch is basically dead.
I don't know. I haven't paid attention, but I wasn't much of an Overwatch fan.
Yeah, no, I was. I'm disappointed. But anyways, that's sidetracking.
Shout out Marvel Rivals. You're a great game.
Shout out Marvel Rivals. Yes, sir.
But moving on to our Premier League, I want to start it off.
Well, hold on a second. We're missing one game.
I gotta head.
We're missing. We gotta talk Chelsea Benfica. Squeaking a win, squeaking a dub. Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge. A lot of love for that man still at Chelsea. Luckily we got that dub, but it didn't look good. It didn't look great. Defensively, we were pretty good. Garnacho looks solid. I mean, I think he's still kind of waking up to the Chelsea way, if this even means anything. But that cross into, I forget who it was from Benfica, causing that auto goal was beautiful. It was across to Pedro Neto, but Pedro Neto was a little far back. But it was a goal very similar to what happened to Achampong, not Achampong, Chalobah during the Bayern Munich game with Olise. Olise crossing beautifully, really close to the goal line, and absolutely impossible to defend against, forcing a self goal. So yeah, same with Garnacho. I think he should get an assist for that. I really think that. I don't think he did officially. I don't think it counts as an assist, but I certainly think it is because it was a great pass. Yeah, overall, Caicedo always looking in solid form. But squeaked on through.
I'd give it to him based on his name, bro, because it's a great name. Garnacho, I don't know.
Garnacho?
Yeah.
No, I'm about to go on a rant on Caicedo. I think Caicedo is absolutely disrespected. He deserves to be up there with Rodri, with Declan Rice. Honestly, he should be considered. He should be in the same conversation as the top 10 best players, at least in the Prem, if not in the world. He is the heart of Chelsea. He's consistent. He is strong. He is defensive. He is up and down that field. He's already scored 2 amazing goals for us. That man, if you put that man's name in your mouth, honestly.
That glazing is crazy. I don't disagree with a lot of what you said, but yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it
right now. Shoot, that leads into our next topic.
There you go.
Premier League. You guys specifically beat Liverpool today. I watched about a half. And y'all was looking pretty good. It was a nice goal.
You missed a great game. I went to a bar for that one. And the Harper and Kelt, which is separated into 2 separate rooms. You typically reserve for 2 separate teams. I tried to go into the one room, and I literally got bounced by a Liverpool player or a Liverpool fan on the outside, basically saying, Chelsea players, Chelsea watchers over there. I was like, okay.
Did it really say that?
Yes, he did. Yeah, y'all over there, he said. And I was like, okay, that side's about to get real silent today.
Oh, yeah.
I saw some shit talking review, Julius. I saw some shit talking review in that chat. And you need some words up.
Before you go off, you just lost against Brighton.
Right.
We can all agree. And you lost against United.
Ooh, yeah.
We can all agree that wasn't expected. But as we talked about before, you guys are giant killers. You guys do show up for these games against tougher teams. I was talking shit because you were talking shit about West Ham. So I was like, hold on.
I wasn't talking shit about West Ham. Excuse me. I was talking shit about a very specific fake West Ham fan that does not deserve. I'm telling you, this man. Because West Ham, I'm a lover of West Ham too. I think that they're, my wife is a big fan. She has 2 kids. So I watch other games and I root them on, and they're starting to look good with Espirito Santos. And he's defensively starting to look more more cohesive. Thank you. And now he just has to work on the attacking form. And I think they're going to leave that relegation zone. There's no reason for them to be in there. I think they're going to be big. So I know that the moment they start doing well, a certain fan is going to start,
popping up,
taking credit. So that's all I was saying.
We'll see if we can get him on here to defend himself.
Not at all. You not
doubt it.
You doubt it?
Doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to help you. I tried to help you then, and I tried to help you.
I won't even
but
his name in this.
Yeah. We won't hold that.
But honestly, and I think, and going back to the Chelsea-Liverpool game, I sincerely think that Liverpool is, again, kind of like Caicedo, very much underestimated. I really do. I think for those 2 matches that you referenced, I really think that the circumstances put us in a bad position. I think Enzo Maresca is still a very young coach. This is his first head coaching job, and honestly, I mean, he's been very successful so far. Full coaching, right? I think he's done coaching, assistant coaching in other locations, but this is the first time he's kind of the main guy, right?
I think he was the coach for, was it Leeds in the championship, and then he got promoted up to Chelsea, and that's kind of why people were like, "Does he have experience for this?" Because I thought he came from a smaller, well, not a smaller side, not a smaller size in terms of fan base, but they were in a lower league.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but yeah.
But regardless, I mean, still
It's been down.
relatively inexperienced, right? And he really showed that during those two games. The substitutions were questionable, went very defensive right off the bat, completely pulled the teeth out of the team. But even then, I mean, you still saw some pretty solid performances in those games. You guys have to remember, Chelsea's been with a slew of injuries since the beginning of the season. I think we had like the second most injuries in the Prem right now. So it makes sense that we're kind of breaking form. And just like every other team, there's new players that you're having to fold in, and there are a lot of young players. But I mean, I think this game really showed how strong Chelsea can be when all the pieces are in the right spot. I mean, from the starting 11, he took some bold decisions, putting Malo Gusto in the midfield with Reece James. I think Malo Gusto, probably not one of our stronger players. Malo Gusto is inconsistent at best as a right back. Often has, I don't know, lapses in focus.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, he did very well. He did his own. He tracked back up and down the field. Reece James, Achampong, Badiashile, incredible work from a young center back that has not seen that many minutes this season. Cucurella, incredible performance. That pass winning the game to Estevao was inspired. Everybody played incredibly. Liverpool did their best. They definitely have some work to do. McAllister losing focus, giving Caicedo that amount of space to just set up that shot. I mean, he literally set up that shot twice. He was like, abort this one. Let me come back. Hit it for the beautiful upper left corner shot. Incredible for Caicedo. And then, of course, Maresca did those swaps. Gittins finally showing some form.
Pretty good.
He had a great shot on goal. Blocked. I forget the name of the goalie from Liverpool. I apologize. He's the sub. Incredible goalie. Julius, what's his name?
Marrakesh. Yeah, Marmadashvili.
Marmadesh. Thank you.
Another Georgian, like Kvaratskhelia. Yeah. Just coming out of the woodwork.
Incredible. And I mean, Estevao Williams beating one-on-ones, setting up shifts, had a great shot on goal. I mean, he's 18. He's obviously comes from Brazil, looking very good already. But we haven't seen a full. I think maybe we've seen him a full 90, maybe once. Incredible job from them. I really think that Chelsea definitely deserved that win with all the outages, with Cole Palmer not being there. Played an excellent game.
They even got two people in team of the week.
Yeah?
Caicedo.
Who are they? I mean, look. Cucurella, I'm telling you, Cucurella, man. I know he's hated on universally, even within Chelsea. I love that man. I was singing the song in the bar, knowing there was a lot of Liverpool players or watchers, fans on my side of the bar too. I for sure annoyed them, bro. I was singing the song. So yeah, he was great. I mean, he tracked so deep in their box. He was basically a second attacker up there. I mean, he did amazing work.
And I think what we saw in this game is, like you said, a lot of the Chelsea is riddled with injuries, and a lot of defenders primarily, but kind of all over the team. But it's different players, younger players that you guys just recently acquired or that might have been on the periphery, last year.
Homegrown.
Yeah. Just kind of stepping up. And I think we're seeing the opposite of that from the Liverpool's perspective, where there's a lot of big names that they've acquired, and they looked great in those first couple of weeks where they were getting those last minute winners. And we talked about it then. Is this sustainable? Is it realistic that this can continue to happen? Well, now we're seeing that some of those big names are not showing up. Isak,
Salah was not in form this game.
Dude, Salah had a couple
great misses,
good chances, and just went flying over.
Went nowhere. Mm-hmm.
Not scoring the ball where he should. Isak had a great opportunity and ultimately set up the goal for Gakpo.
Amazing, by the way. Honestly, that setup.
That was the crazy touch that was seen from Isak.
I don't think it was intentional.
No, for sure it had to be, because really, you don't think so? It looked like he
trying to turn himself.
He hooked.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
It looked like he hooked it over. I don't know. I'll give him props for that one. If it wasn't intentional,
it looked great.
Good, but it looked really good. Honestly,
crazy.
Props to him.
Yeah, and Verts looked great as well. He had a couple like little pirouettes, some nice passes, but again, no end product yet. We haven't seen it. We saw it in, I think, the Champions League, maybe their first game. I think he finally scored a goal, but still in the league, still not showing up. So
yeah, do you think that's because of the? Do you think that strategically he's not being utilized properly, or do you think that he's maybe that he doesn't have that confidence? Because I feel like universally it seems that a lot of these new big names are having an issue showing what they can do. You think it's the system, or do you think or do you think it's just he needs more minutes? Ekitike has been playing a lot. Do you think that he just needs to be up in center a little bit more to have more opportunities to shine? I mean, Verts has had the minutes, which is a little bit concerning, right? He's been playing 90 consistently.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe did he get benched in the Galatasaray game?
He got benched in this game for sure.
Afterwards, yeah.
Well, no. Yeah. I'm saying in the Liverpool-Chelsea game, he did not start. He came on.
Oh, he came on afterwards in the second half. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I honestly think it's the physicality of the league, and that's the stereotype of the English league. Oh, it's a lot more physical. It's a lot more pace and power. You get bullied off the ball a lot more here. It's faster than any of these other leagues. But Ekitike also came from Germany as well. But look at the frame. Look at the difference in size of frame. Yeah. He's able to deal with the defenders that he's coming up against. Verts doesn't seem to be.
Win aerial battles. He's, absolutely. Yeah, agreed.
100%.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also, going back to Chelsea for a moment, I think Enzo's gotten a lot of criticism for not playing Estevao as much, but I think what you're saying really applies to him. I think that Estevao is coming from a Brazilian league that's, much more technical, much less physical. And I think they're just tempering him, trying to get him to feel out the league. And you saw some of those mistakes in the West Ham game, where he attempted some footwork that would have normally worked in like Brazil, but then I think Paqueta neutralized that, or I forget if it was Paqueta, but definitely Paqueta ended up possessing the ball and getting that singular goal from afar, beautiful goal from West Ham. So I think it definitely, these shifts in leagues, I agree with you, can be definitely a startling contrast. And I also think probably, I don't know if this is true, but maybe it's also why Harry Kane's doing so well in Germany. Coming and being cut in the Prem. Maybe going to not as physical of a
league
of a league is allowing him to perform way better. I certainly wonder if he ever comes back to the Prem, what his form would look like.
and who he was.
Yeah, I mean, you could actually say that about most of the Bayern team because Olise came from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, who's looking great, came from Liverpool. Yeah, I think you might be onto something because the reality is they're killing it over there. I mean,
Yeah, and vice versa. Yorkers and coming over. I mean, he was a striker of the year, coming from Portugal. Kind of now having a pretty lukewarm reception. Kind of another version of that. You know, maybe it doesn't translate to the Prem.
True, and I mean, it also takes time to bed in, and especially if you haven't had an out and out striker. We also struggled when we got Haaland initially. Yes, he was scoring goals, but we weren't looking as fluid as we had in past years. But Arsenal might need time to figure it out. But at the end of the day, they're winning. They are winning games, and thanks to Chelsea, they're top of the league now. After beating West Ham pretty comfortably. You know,
there were Arsenal fans there cheering for Chelsea. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
It was concerning. It's weird for me. I'll tell you what I'm a little nervous about is this international break. Some of the Chelsea players are going to represent their teams. Esteval is going, I believe, will be going out to Brazil, and Caicedo will be going out to Ecuador. Those are big flights. I heard Caicedo has been feeling a little bit of an injury in the groin as well. So, you know, one of the benefits is João Pedro is going to be staying, which is excellent. He's been doing a lot of work up front. But this international break needs to be a break for a lot of these players. We have 2 new injuries. Badiashile is injured, and Achapong both got injured during the Liverpool game. So, again, big hits in the defense, man. It's tough. A lot of people were.
Jesus.
I know a lot of people were talking about booting Enzo Maresca. Like, Enzo has no control over this, so it's tough. It's a tough position to be in.
Crew over there.
100%. We started off thinking we were deep, and we are not.
You guys play next week.
So,
Chelsea versus Forest. Probably the season returns October 18th, and Chelsea play Forest. Yeah, so I mean that should be an easier. Well, who knows? It should be an easier match because you mentioned it before how West Ham are looking better under Nuno Espirito Santos. They got he came from Forest, who were looking great last year. Now he's brought that magic to West Ham, and now Forest looked terrible under Ange Postecoglou, who had
fired the worst.
I don't know how he got hired right away, but
no, I've heard they're already thinking about trying to replace him.
I can see it.
It's crazy.
I don't think he's won a game yet.
They won one.
So
did they?
They have won a game. They
won that Aston Villa.
The rest of
since they got in.
Sorry, let me.
No, I don't.
Yo, you guys are looking good,
man. What?
Are you guys on the speak?
I'm no longer depressed.
Goalless.
Or no longer goalless. Now I will say this though: that first win against Bologna, or Bologna, as I like to say, was not a good win. It was not a win to be happy about because it was one of the most frustrating matches I've seen, or a frustrating win because it was the first 15 minutes of the match. They looked good. They were putting the pressure on them. They was keeping the ball as they like to do. They was getting shots on goal, but it wasn't going. But then they started turning the ball over, and Bologna was always on the attack. It felt like they'd shoot, shot on goal, deflected, we'd get it back. Then 2 minutes later, going back the other way because we were forced to pass. It was the whole thing, the entire match. We were lucky we got that goal in the beginning. I think it was by John McGinn, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah.
And the captain. I mess with John McGinn. But anyway, it was just so because it was like, all right, we got it back. We're on the offense. Oh, We lost it again. All right. And then at the end, I'm biting my nails because Bologna has had the ball for like 20 minutes, it feels like, and they've been trying to hack away at our defense this whole time. They're getting shots on goal, but luckily our backup keeper, I think it's Bizot, I want to say something like that. Can't remember. It starts with a B. I know that.
Mhm.
He was killing
Yeah,
it. He was killing it. He had so many deflections and saves. He was a steel cage in that mug, not letting anything through. And when that final whistle went, I was like, because
thank God.
that might have been. I don't think it was. It might have been Feyenoord, but Ollie Watkins. I don't know what's going on. Before the season, since I didn't watch last year, everybody was like, yo, he had a great season. He's due for having a stellar season there. He's got talent, but it's like it's not happening. He missed that PK, and he shot it straight at the keeper. And then, and it was low too, I think. It was like low and a little bit left on the keeper, slow, and the keeper barely didn't have to move, and he blocked it. And then I hear the commentator go, I don't know why they had him taking the PK. He's 4 of 8 at the last PKs. I was like, yee.
Oh, no.
It was so rude.
I was like, that's rude. But after that game, the Bologna game, I think we then played Fulham. I wasn't able to catch it because it was at 8 a.m. my time, and I was up. I was out and about the previous night. But when I woke up, I think I woke up at
hours.
I think I woke up at about 9 o'clock for like 5 minutes. Looked at the game, and we were winning like 2-0, and I was like, yes. And I went back to sleep and woke up, and it was 3-1. I was like,
I can sleep peacefully.
I wish I lived over there. You guys, it's only at 9 a.m. for you? I can get up for 9 a.m. I can get up.
Well, no, some of the early games
7:30.
I've been getting up at 7 a.m. to watch some of these games.
Yeah,
and I'll catch them. I'll catch them. But that being said, I'm not up at the hours. I'm an old man. These bones idle now, so I'm asleep early.
Fair enough. But
who do you guys have? Who are you guys playing next? Are you guys doing? Is it
versus Spurs?
Yeah,
Spurs.
Play Tottenham.
Yeah, that could be a very difficult game. It's possible. Spurs have been looking good recently, and I think they won this last weekend.
They have, but
and then right afterwards, Man City.
Yep. So, but the great thing that I've noticed over these 4 wins is after that first one, I was like, it was ugly, but they got the first win of whether it was in the Premier League or not, they got a win. And then I think it was after the Fulham win where the confidence you could tell was going up. Even if I couldn't watch the whole game and I had to catch the highlights of the Feyenoord. No, I watched the Feyenoord game for the most of it. But you could just tell that they were playing with much more confidence, much more aggression. My boy on the right side, who is it? Starts with G. I think it's Buendia. No, wait. Gonza? No, wait. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, Goosand.
Oh, Goosand. He hasn't scored any goals, I think, but he's really been pushing the envelope, as it were, when it comes to offense. And I don't know. I just like how he plays too. He plays with a little bit of finesse. I like his dreadlocks too. Outside of this,
I'm sad. Chalaba lost his dread. Sorry.
Who's
talking about dreads? Chalaba, our defenders, lost his dreads. I'm a little sad about it.
What?
But anyways,
sorry. But in today's match, it was Malin who had it all over with his 2 goals. He made team of the week. I'm so happy for him because in a lot of these games before the streak happened, he would get his opportunities, but he hadn't been able to convert. And if he did convert, it was like barely, I don't know how it got in, that type of goal. But today, it was some goals, man, and I was very happy for him to make team of the week. So, is no more depression for the moment for the Aston Villa fan over here. I'm excited now because for those first 4 match weeks, we were in the relegation zone, and I was like, I don't like that red right there on the table. I don't like it. We need to get out of that. But it's been good, man. I like it. I just wish I'd be able to watch more of the games. It's just that's such an unfortunate hour for me.
Understandable, but you can always catch it afterwards, you know.
I wasn't able to catch the game today because it was on Peacock, man, and I don't have that, so I was very upset. I have CBS and I have YouTube TV, which usually has most of the games, but
a lot of them,
it was on Peacock, so I don't know what that was about, but I was only.
They don't make it easy, that's for sure.
No, they do not. But what about you, Julius, man? Not Mateo. Haaland had himself a day last week. What was it? He had 4 goals. Was it?
I think it might have been.
Was it 5? He had all 5?
Let me see. I believe that.
Because
I know he went off.
Seeing one of them was crazy. I think it was far out.
Let's see.
But yeah, man. While y'all looking that up, I gotta shout out my boy John McGinn, captain of Aston Villa. Been playing. He's the only one who's been playing.
And Buendia has looked good as well. From what I saw, he set up a couple goals and he scored a couple as well. And it was 5. It was Kamara. 5 and 2. Yeah, Alvin Kamara is also awesome. But yeah, Holland against Moldova, it's a smaller country, so it was going to be a beatdown regardless. It ended up being 11-1. But he scored 5 goals and 2 assists.
Ooh.
He's cooking.
11?
And that kind of... Go ahead.
You gotta. There's no mercy rule, bro. What's going on? 11-1.
Well, at least they got one. they got 1 point that Man City, or not Man City, that Finland scored for them. So
yeah, I see that another game. Yeah. Listen, the thing is that Haaland has been in red hot form this season. We have not looked exceptional just yet. We've had a couple of statement performances, and in fact, even just this game today, he scored really, really early on, like 12th or 13th minute, and he's already at 9 goals on the season. He's leading the race for the Golden Boot as of now. But afterwards, I mean, similar to what we saw, which game was it? That there was a lot of attacking purpose in the beginning, and then slowly we just got more and more defensive. And it was the Arsenal game where we scored very early on and are creating chances, but clearly not good enough chances, or some of our other goal scorers aren't putting it away. So while we applied pressure after that first goal by Haaland, the second half was really, once Rodri went down, which is another major concern. He appeared to have had a hamstring injury and had to get pulled off. We lost our defensive fulcrum, and he's kind of a deep line playmaker, if you will. Use the EAFC terminology. And it's true though. That's what he does. He protects the back line, but he's also able to ping a pass. He can come up with a late goal, a la Caicedo now that he has that in his bag. He's come up with a couple. I see.
No, he has, honestly, he has some incredible. He has a half-field shot. I think 2 seasons ago. You guys should definitely check out sometime. Beautiful shot. Launch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can go a whole another 10 minutes.
I'm gonna glaze that donut all day, every day.
As you should, because he has been one of your most consistent pieces.
Oh yeah.
But after Rodri went down, we looked a little bit inept in attack. Foden and Oscar Bob linked up for a couple of nice instances, but they ultimately weren't able to put the goal in the back of the net to extend that lead. And really, by the end, it was us trying to hold on to all 3 points, which luckily we did, because Donnarumma, man, I had my hesitations. I wanted to see more of Trafford after we brought him back in, and he fits our style a little bit more, or he was a little bit more like Ederson, our former goalkeeper who could play with his feet and was great at distribution. But at the end of the day, like you've told me many times, Mateo, the most important thing a goalkeeper has to do is keep the ball out of his net, and that's exactly what he did.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, he was 1-on-1 with an attacker from Brentford. I think it was Igor Thiago in like the last 15 minutes, and fearless went right up to him, knocked that shit out of the way, and it was
out of here.
Yeah, and it won us the game because otherwise, I mean, I've seen it many times in the past where we look good and we concede a goal, and then it just kind of leads to a spiral, and then we end up losing. So I wish I would have seen more attacking threat today, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that we were able to hold on to all 3 points. And I think we're before the Chelsea Liverpool game.
You guys are 5th on the table.
I think we were in 5th, but now I think Chelsea might be in 5th.
I think you guys.
No, we're 6th, I believe. I think you guys might.
Oh, you're 7th. You're 7th now. Sorry. So we're in 5th, which, I mean, yeah, I can't be mad about that. And we're only 3 points off of Arsenal.
Yep.
I think we're going to be facing Everton, which,
you should win.
They had a great win today as well from one of our former players. Jack Grealish came up with the winner. So who knows? I mean, it feels like this season has been a lot of games where we're having to face the ghosts of our past, I guess, because we've already played Kevin De Bruyne, we played our former captain Walker, and now we're gonna see Jack Grealish, who we kicked out of the club because we say he wasn't good enough. And
Yeah.
he's looking pretty good.
I mean, that's remorseful right there. Yeah, he's looking great. He's looking great. Great assists, and then that goal today. Yeah, and
sorry, they really started.
No, you're good.
Enough.
Yeah,
they shipped him off.
They just pinned him. They pinned him out on the. They pinned him. I think Pep just kept pinning him out on the wide flanks and really didn't let him come in for plays. Yeah,
well, because when Kevin De Bruyne was healthy, Kevin De Bruyne was the best creator in the Prem. Phil Foden was supposed to be the heir to the throne, so really he needed to play out on the wing. And the reality is he was having a dip in form. He didn't have. You're clear, Mateo.
I was noticing.
It's not focusing. Sorry, I gotta.
You went out for a second, and then I saw you voting and stuff. You're good. But yeah, I mean, the reality is that Grealish didn't score like a single goal for like almost 18 months.
Oh man!
Wow.
Which for an attacking player, that's concerning. Yeah. But again, like we talked about before with PSG, sometimes you hit that height, it's hard to replicate. He won the treble with us. Couldn't do it again. But I'm glad to see that he's doing well in Everton. Honestly. Yeah. Hey, they needed some creative spark.
Fuck Man City, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
Wow. Aston Villa gets a couple wins and the tune changes.
But if we beat Tottenham, then I could really start talking some shit. But
at that point, you guys have a game to show up.
But that is
shut up. We couldn't beat Tottenham.
That's the biggest test I feel like we're gonna have thus far.
Tottenham or Man City?
Tottenham. Man City, not yet. But once we get to that, it'll be very tough. It'll be very tough.
We'll see.
I don't know. You guys' defense is. I don't know if we can. Our offense isn't that great right now, and you guys have been locking stuff down sometimes, most of the time. And
Donnarumma has saved us.
And you Donnarumma's
I'm still
Giants in the goal.
I'm still so salty. We could have got him for so cheap. I mean that Man United match would have been cake if we had Donnarumma. You guys got a good. You guys Pep maybe Pep knows what he's doing. Who knows?
Also, I didn't mention him before, but shout out. I think it's Elliot Cash, our right back, I want to say.
Oh, Matty Cash.
Matty Cash, sorry. I get it wrong all.
You're good.
Matty Cash, he hit a crazy, it was a great goal from beyond the box against Bologna. Was it Bologna? Might have been. Can't remember. But I think that was the spark that our team needed. Ever since then, it's been uphill.
Oh,
and he's been all over. He's all over the pitch.
Yeah.
He's even comes up to play make and strike from the right back. I don't know. I'm in FIFA terms, I like my right back to stay back and defend, but not everybody does.
He's a good attacking wing back. And okay, just out of curiosity, without looking it up, where do you guys think he's from? Just based off his name, Matty Cash.
Cash.
Yeah, where do you think he's from?
Even though I know he's not.
He's Polish.
Oh wow,
That's the most random English name ever. Did he change his name when he started playing for Aston Villa? Because that doesn't sound Polish at all.
And of Johnny Cash, man.
Maybe that's what it is. You got me.
maybe they're related.
Yeah,
Maybe that's it. His family moved to Poland. Hey,
Maybe.
anything is possible.
could be. I don't know.
Damn it! Hold on. I was gonna bring something up. Did y'all expect AFC Bournemouth to be this good before the season started?
I knew they were going to be. Well, I was going to say it's hard to predict what a season is going to look like based off of the previous season, especially with a summer transfer window that's usually so aggressive. That being said, no, I think I probably had them somewhere in like the 8, 9s, where Chelsea is right now, unfortunately. So I'm hoping it's a purple patch and we take on our rightful spot. But yeah, no, it's surprising for sure. They're looking very strong
Because they are killing it. And
I'm honestly not too surprised.
who have they played?
Let's see.
hold on.
They have played Fulham, Leeds, Newcastle, Brighton, Spurs, Brentford, Wolves, and Liverpool in the first game. They played some decent teams, or at least teams that you would expect to be on their level. But the reality is that they were pretty good last year as well. And in fact, a lot of their talent got taken, a couple of them. But the reason, if you've listened to any podcasts from any of these other fans, especially Arsenal, if they end up losing their coach, everyone wants this guy, Areola. He's a manager that came out of Spain a couple years ago and has just been very similar to Unai Emery. Kind of transformative for them, and they have some great attacking pieces. Semenyo, especially,
Great name.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Great name.
Yeah, I've heard Man United has been trying to poach him and Glasner. In the event that they hopefully for them inevitably get rid of Amram, which honestly we could probably talk a whole podcast on that debacle, but and how he's still there, I don't know. How Graham Potter's gone and Amram's still there. Not sure how that works out, but
he won some games. He beat them. I mean, unfortunately for you guys, he beat you guys. And
not unfortunately for us, unfortunately for them, because that kept Amram.
Sure.
That foot money.
It was a Band-Aid.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
honestly, it was a win for them, but it was a loss overall. Yeah. I really think that if not for Amram being there, I think that Man United would be way higher up the ranks. They have a lot of good talent there. I think Sesko is probably underrated. I just don't think he's there. No? You don't think that he could do a little bit more if he didn't have more sport? Bruno Fernandes? No, I don't know. I think that if it wasn't for the culture and the system, I think Mbuemo, Sesko, and Fernandes could probably be doing a little bit better.
There's some great players that they've brought on, but we've seen this under multiple coaches where they bring in great players as well. And I don't know what's going on in United. It's just there's something rotten. I don't know. It's just
Maybe it's
not
the
working.
field. Maybe it's the ownership.
Maybe it might be cursed.
Maybe
Could be ownership.
Could be the
could be
glass.
ownership.
Yeah.
Could be the Glassners. But I mean, they're not even the. They're not even. Are they? Are they even that? I think they shifted a lot of their responsibilities to somebody
Yeah.
else. I forget who.
All the sporting decisions are under this new guy, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, but
Mhm.
who owns Ineos? And they're kind of a big sporting team in like cycling and Formula One. I think they own the Mercedes-Benz team in Formula One.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, but the Glasner still own I think, are majority shareholders, but this Ratcliffe guy is making all the sporting decisions now, but
Mhm.
it's still not working.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, that being said, they did win today against Sunderland. I'm looking at here. I think I saw that
Yeah.
game. I was half asleep because it was like 7 a.m. But
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like they did pretty well on that. So maybe Ruben Amorim will stay longer with his silly 3-4-2 system, 3-4-2-1 system.
3-4-2-1. Oh, I think that's what
Hopefully.
City has. St. Louis City runs. I hate that. The 3 defenders.
3 in the back.
I
Yeah.
hate it.
Just all midfield. You just punt that ball out, and you just win basically 4 against 3.
And hope for the best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 3 of The Tappin'. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know we did. And we will see y'all next week. Peace out.